Hey, good morning. How you all doing? We're a little early here. We probably won't go live for another 10 minutes, but I want to play around with some audio stuff. So I'm gonna do that right now before the real announcers show up. What are we doing here? Okay, yeah. Let's try something here. Let's see if I can get some music on here. I forgot to do it yesterday. Um, so I'm gonna play around with it now. Bonjour. Um, mm, mm, mm. What if I actually hold on here one second? I'll be right back. Hey, I think this makes sound now. I think this is working, kids. All right, let's pick a playlist here. What do we want to listen to this morning? All right, so we've got the Halifax Harbor Grudges. So let's find some of my favorite Canadian themed music. Well, this is one of my all-time favorites right here. hit somebody. It was featuring David Letterman actually in the background on that. He was he did that he was big friends with Warren Zevon anyway. So I think that was the last album that Zevon.
Roller Derby fans, you're watching Coastal Chaos 2019, a WFTDA recognized tournament live from the Mid-Coast Recreation Center in Rockport, Maine, USA. I'm Gretchen Little. I'm here with Brady Punch. How you doing this morning, Brady?
I'm doing excellent. I am full of quiche and ready to announce.
Okay. Coastal Chaos is brought to you by the Rock Coast Rollers of Rockport, Maine, and New England Roller Derby Report. New England Roller Derby Report would like to thank their production sponsor, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom-sewn to-order legwear for teams and individuals. Size-inclusive activewear designed to fit you.
Sociopath also offers dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competition. Team discounts are available, so please see sociopath.ca for more details. And if you look on their website, it's pretty easy to spend over $45 Canadian because all their stuff is amazing. So if you want free shipping until May 3rd, enter code NERD, that's NERD, for free shipping until May 3rd on orders over $45.
That, right, Brady?
Yup.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, we're going to be rolling all day long. This is the first game of the final day of Coastal Chaos. The championship clearly still in the balance, but one of the undefeated teams we'll be seeing right now, the Black Rose Rollers from Hanover, Pennsylvania. Why don't you tell us the rosters for Black Rose, Brady?
All righty, so we have in white Black Rose Rollers 1028, Delary S. Payne.
Delary S. Payne.
Delary S. Payne. Thank you. I didn't get the pun in there. Number 123, Bacon for Mercy. 1777, Killjoy. 237, Red Rum. 337, Susan Sharamdam. 352, Olive Havoc, who is your captain today. 36, Meanie. 6, Blue. 7, Bad Wolf. 808, Only Zool. 84, Phoenix, and 91, Mason Your Face, who is actually very nice, despite her name.
That's right, Macy Key. Actually, Macy is a Renaissance woman, a musician, as well as a designer. So,
very cool.
Yeah, we are almost ready to get underway. I'll be giving you the Halifax Harbor Grudges roster, the first stoppage of play. But right now, head NSO WEB Destroys has raised the signal. And here we go, Brady. It's Tank for the Harbor Grudges in the blue. Olive Havoc jamming for Black Rose, and Olive Havoc quickly getting through for lead jammer.
She is closely followed, though, by Tank, who is providing so much hustle, is so fast, like the wind, someone said yesterday.
Yeah, they're really exciting to watch. Olive gets in the pack.
Wow.
Tank throws themselves at the rearward portion. 2 going up for Black Rose and 1 for Halifax.
That was a well-deserved 1 for Tank.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a
Isn't
wipeout.
that true? We got an official timeout right now. That'll give us a chance to talk about Anchor City. From Halifax, Nova Scotia, the Halifax Harbor Grudges are number 0, Box Blocker, number 100, Big Papa, number 1491, Needy Gonzalez, number 16, Block and Decker, number 314, Yabba Dabba Doom, number 4, who we just saw, Tank, number 42, Great Big Fire, number 50 is Beth from Above, number 507 is Raging Radish, number 55 is Pillow Fight, number 5616 is Scary Fisher, number 60 is Zoom Zoom, number 92, who is the captain of the Grudges, is Bloxy Hart, and number 94 will be Lavender Menace.
Oh, that sounds lovely, but also terrifying at the same time.
It's a mixed bag.
Mixed
there.
bag.
Yeah, studying contradictions, but nothing wrong with that. We're here with our officiating crew, who's making sure that all the scoreboard functions in venue are properly assessed, and those are WEB Destroys, as I mentioned, Doomsday Llama, Decrypt Keeper, Apex Predator, Melfire, Lopez, Sam, Big Brad Wolf, Snappy Turtle, and T-Bunny. Who do we have on the skating official side of things, Brady?
We have Verbal Assault, Razor, Refson Style, Julius Caesar, Automaton, Slammerous, and Gluten Freedom.
Okay, and it appears that the officiating crew is going to need to look at the hardware a little bit. As we mentioned, this is a WFTDA recognized tournament. The WFTDA recognized tournaments program recognizes and supports high-quality WFTDA member-hosted tournaments worldwide. Actually, there are 3 WFTDA recognized tournaments going on this weekend, Brady. Besides Coastal Chaos, what else do we have?
We have So Disco, Southern Discomfort in South Carolina, hosted by Columbia Roller Derby. And there's also K-Town Shakedown happening in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and that's hosted by Kalamazoo Derby Darlings.
Okay, and next weekend, if my calendar is correct, we got Put Up Your Toques in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario, Canada, hosted by Tri-City Roller Derby. And also next weekend, there's a big one. Which one is that, Brady?
Yes, that is the Big O in Eugene, Oregon, hosted by Emerald City Roller Girls. You know, yesterday, Gretchen, me and B were on the broadcast here, and the Canadians were making fun of us because we couldn't say Tukes.
Well, I got to give our
in
producer,
the nicest way possible, though.
I've got to give our producer, Chad, credit for helping me out with
Yes.
that. All right, so a brief rundown of Coastal Chaos. The bracket setup is as follows. We have Black Rose, who we're seeing right now, along with Halifax or Anchor City. They are in bracket 2, along with the Hellions of Troy and the Bay State Brawlers.
Ah, yes.
In bracket 1, we have Mass Attack, Granite State, Hartford area, and Fog City from New Brunswick, Canada. St. John, actually, New Brunswick, Canada. Now, what we've got is 2 separate round robins going on.
Right.
And a winner will be crowned at the end of today, however. The first criterion would be on wins and losses. So
right.
if one team wins all 3 games
Yes.
in their bracket,
They will be the obvious champion.
they probably will be the obvious champion. However, if one team in each bracket wins all 3 games, then we go to score differential.
Ah, okay.
So there is, as with the WFTDA ranking system, there is certainly an incentive to score as many points as you can.
Yes, because the less differential you have, the more likely you are to end up in a better placement in the tournament. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, the higher differential you have.
Oh, higher differential.
As a winner.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Well,
if you're
it works both
the
ways.
losing team.
Yes,
right.
exactly.
I guess that's what I meant.
If you lose 1 and you only lose by 5 points, right, that's going to put you in a better position than a team that lost by 30.
Correct.
Yeah.
And if you're just joining us, we just got serenaded by some of the players on the track from Halifax singing some Backstreet Boys, "I Want It That Way." And
Oh, okay.
that was lovely.
Well, you know, that's the beauty of a WFTDA recognized event is you have the athletic competition, but you also have the spirit of roller derby, women's roller derby. Of course, the WFTDA, a pioneer in the sport and providing leadership onward from today. Additional WFTDA recognized tournaments, however, we've got a full slate this year. In not next weekend, we already talked about Put Up Your Tukes and Big O. But then the following weekend, we have Flat Track Fever, also in Canada, in Calgary, Alberta, actually, May 10th through 12th. That's hosted by Calgary Roller Derby. And at the end of May, we go across the pond. Which one is that, Brady?
Paris is burning 2E edition,
Yeah.
May 25th to 26th in Paris, France. Did I do that good?
You did it admirably. Hosted by Les Quad de Paris. And then at the end of May, the final weekend into June, we have Finvitational, hosted by Kallio Rolling Rainbow in Helsinki, Finland. And what else do we have that weekend, Brady?
Midwest Brouhaha, May 31st to June 2nd in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I know how to do that one too. Oh, don't ya know? That's hosted by Brew City Bruisers. Oh,
You know,
my.
I had the pleasure of going to the Midwest Brouhaha last year.
Oh, did they talk like that?
Beautiful. Well, some people do. Yeah, wonderful event though. Brew City Bruisers really know how to host an event, and they play in a downtown arena that is also the home of a local college basketball team, I believe. But you wouldn't believe the city of Milwaukee is totally behind their Brew City Bruisers. On the doors to this major downtown arena, they have action photos of the Bruisers in action.
That's
It is
fantastic.
beautiful. Okay, we got everything
Speaking
ready
of
to go.
action.
Yeah. Who do we have on the jam line, Brady?
We have Big Papa for Halifax and Bacon for Mercy for Black Rose.
Black Rose with 1 blocker in the penalty box, so they'll be fielding 3, a full contingent for the Harbor City Grudges, or the Halifax Harbor Grudges, excuse me. All right. Action has gotten underway. Pretty staunch defense being played, Brady.
Yep, and Bacon kind of going back and forth from one lane to the other. I think she's rethinking her strategy now because she just took the star off.
Well, Black Rose was playing all defense with pack disadvantage, and Big Papa was
Right.
able to get through. Is lead jammer bumped out by Mason Yaface. Now Bacon is bumped to the inside by Pillow Fight. They got a pretty solid shot, and that forced a cut track penalty, so it's a power jam in favor of Halifax.
But I think Black Rose realizes that, and they're trying to put up the best fight they can with
Well,
what they have.
Oh, and they just lost another blocker. That's 237 Red Rum. So now 3 blockers in a formation working over Big Papa. Big hit dealt out by Delirious Pain. At the front now.
Oh, and another one by number 9-1. That's Mason Yaface.
Yeah, Mason Yaface with the pivot stripe, which is a good choice for Black Rose, as Mace is also a jammer from time to time. 4 points getting on the board, though, for Halifax, as Big Papa completes that that first scoring pass. All right, Bacon for Mercy out of the penalty box completes the initial trip. Pack sets up in turn 2. Oh, how about that, Brady?
Nice. 4 more points for Big Papa, but calling off before Bacon can gather any points.
Well,
I
wonder about
I
that.
am wrong. Oh,
Yeah.
Bacon did get through there with 2.
So,
Pleasant surprise.
Pleasant surprise for Black Rose fans, and also an interesting time for an official review. Black Rose asking for an official review of this play. We have to wonder if it would be on the jammer penalty, but we'll find out more in just a second. We have an alt referee today who will be giving us some more information in just a second. If you'll hold on just a sec.
So these 2 teams, I watched them play yesterday, and I gotta say, there is so much hustle from the Halifax team, especially with Tank. Tank is just so determined and so dedicated to this game. They're a little hard on themselves. I noticed yesterday they went to the box maybe a couple of times and kind of pounded their fist against their leg. But, you just got to get back in there and do your darndest and, leave the emotions in the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because a roller derby game has so many ups and downs
Yes.
that you're up 1 second and you're down the next. It's just the nature of having penalties and continuing to play
Right.
with various personnel deficits.
Right.
We see Captain Olive Havoc now communicating the official review. It must be a fairly complicated decision that they're requesting because the officials have not yet gone to deliberate, and we'll be finding out what's going on in a little bit. But one theme that we've seen so far in this game, Brady, after 2 jams, is that the jammers without lead are hustling very adeptly and getting into the pack for points. And I think the lead jammers really need to get together as far as knowing when to call off the jam.
Right.
And now the officials are deliberating on the official review. So, a lot on the line here. Of course, Halifax lost a tough one yesterday, but Black Rose with 1 win so far, and they're looking to, they're coming in at the highest rank so far of the ranked teams in bracket number 2. They're number 120 in the WFTDA as of March 31st of this year.
Not bad.
Yeah. So, they certainly want to protect their position here. And, if you were laying odds, I'm sure that they're hoping to run the table, so to speak. But, okay, the officials are deliberating right now. We're going to have, again, with the complicated nature of the request, it's taking them a little bit of time to get things squared away. That lets us talk about the WFTDA 2019 postseason. And we got some great events coming up. Of course, the Continental Cup program started last year. So this year, the Continental Cup North America West, where's that going to be taking place?
That's taking place in Orem, Utah. And then we have the America East Continental Cup in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
That's correct, hosted by the Dutchland Derby Rollers. The North America West Cup being hosted by the Happy Valley Derby Darlings. And then, of course, the 2 international WFTDA playoffs this year. One in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That'll be September 6th through the 8th. What's the other one, Brady?
That is, the other one is in Seattle, Washington. And that's September 13th through the 15th. That's hosted by Rat City.
All right. And then the European, or the WFTDA Continental Cup Europe, will be taking place in Helsinki, Finland.
And that is October 5th through the 6th. That's hosted by Callio Rolling Rainbow. And then we have the actual championships happening November 15th through the 17th in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, hosted by Montreal Roller Derby. So we're getting some information now from the alt ref about what the official review was for. And Gretchen will be here shortly to tell you all about it.
Okay, I have our official review. Black Rose was requesting a high block on or a low block, excuse me, on the Halifax Jammer. Okay, and it was one of those interesting transferred impact situations. However, the officials, after review, determined that there was insufficient contact made by the Halifax Jammer to create the transferred impact. Therefore, no foul on the Halifax Jammer, and Black Rose will not retain their official review.
Okay.
All right, we got Blue now jamming for Black Rose, getting out as lead jammer. Raging Radish with the star being held back on the initial trip by, Raging Radish jamming for Halifax.
Red Rum is doing a good job of keeping her eye on that jammer from Halifax.
I'll say that was a nice defensive stop there by number 0.
See, there she
box
is again.
Blocker.
Oh, and there's Mace.
Yeah, both teams are really aware in the pack and reforming at the front continually.
Oh, I think she got a stop block penalty on that one. I saw some toe stops and wheels not moving.
Okay, that's another 4 points for Black Rose now as Blue completing a scoring trip. Meanwhile, Raging Radish has not made much progress. How about this?
All right, 4 more points for Black Rose, thanks to Blue.
That is right. Raging Radish had the star, passes it to number 92, Bloxy Hart. But Bloxy Hart rolled back to turn 4 by Phoenix for Black Rose. Blue working on her own right now as Black Rose tripod contenting themselves to play defense.
Just saw Red Rum come back in. That's why I was like, ooh, uh-oh. But luckily the jam got called off before Red Rum could cause any more damage.
There you go. 2 more going up for Black Rose. Go.
So we have Tank for Halifax lining up on the jam line. I'm excited to see them jam. I was a big fan yesterday. And then also Olive Havoc, who I have met before at a scrimmage in Charm City. She is a lovely girl, and now she is about to probably become lead jammer. She's up at the front of that pack. She's getting pushed to the inside. Oh, Tank has to recycle. And Olive is your lead jammer.
Okay. And Tank is through as well for Halifax.
Looks like Tank was touching their face. They might have gotten high blocked.
Well, Olive Havoc now having to get the speed.
Nice shirt whip there, Olive.
Using only Zool as a shirt whip, actually pulling only Zool down, but that's teamwork for you, Brady.
Yes. Oh, hey, Dreadhawk. Charm City's your local? Who are you? Hi, it's Brady. Do I know you?
All right, 3 going up for Black Rose. That takes them to 17 now. The Halifax Harbor Grudges with 9. Big Papa to the line for Halifax. And for Black Rose, it's number 123, Bacon for Mercy. 4-3 pack advantage for Black Rose as we start.
And there goes Bacon as your lead jammer.
That's right. Big Papa fighting the wall up front. Now just 2 to beat, but those 2 are pretty determined. Oh, number 84, Phoenix, digging in defensively, getting to the front of that formation for Black Rose.
Ooh, and Big Papa doing some pirouette, fancy footwork over there on the inside, but does get called on a cut track.
Yeah, power jam in favor of Black Rose. So now the Halifax is going to have to depend on defense. One at the front cannot stop Bacon for Mercy.
Very nice. 4 more points up on the board for Black Rose. We have quite the point spread going on here.
That's right. Well, Black Rose, as we said, with the highest ranking coming into the tournament, they certainly would like to preserve that advantage at the end of the day. Oh, and Bacon for Mercy jukes around box blocker.
Nice moves.
Puts 4 more up and calls off the jam. Not quite freezing the jammer, however, for Halifax. Sometimes you got to take the points, right, Brady?
Yep, you got to take them. Hey, Dreadhawk, I do remember you. I remember you coming out to a few of Charm's parties and stuff and always coming to the games to support us. Cool to hear from you.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us
Yeah.
here at Coastal Chaos 2019. All right, we're back to the action. This is Killjoy.
Oh, Killjoy on the outside. Wow, that was some fast sprinting up that line.
Yeah, set up by the Black Rose formation, pushing the pack towards the infield.
It's almost like they practiced that.
I think they were thinking about that. Zoom Zoom with the star for Halifax now. Mired in the back as Black Rose focusing on defense right now. Of course, that means Killjoy is on her own.
Man, that's like a watertight seal they were putting up there. Ain't nobody getting through that wall.
And
Here they go again.
multiplayer block is the call
for
here
Mace.
on Mace. That's right. So it's 3-on-3 in the pack as Halifax surrenders a blocker as well.
Nice hit by number 8 for Phoenix to the outside on that Halifax jammer. Has to recycle.
Yeah.
Oh, but then she did get called on a penalty. Not sure what that was for.
3:14, Yabba Dabba Doom doing a nice job of slowing down Killjoy. The power jam is over, but the penalty box is pretty busy place right now. Oh, and you gotta love Block and Decker there. Felt as though she had pulled a cut, and she did.
Oh,
It was a Block and Decker was back there saying, look at me, I knocked out the Black Rose jammer, and it was correct. It
Yep.
was correct, and now it's a power jam going for Halifax.
Oh, that's awesome. This is the first time they have had a power jam in this game. I hope they get some points from it. So we can.
Zoom Zoom pushing the front. I don't believe that Zoom Zoom has completed an initial trip, though, Brady.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so.
Mason You Face holding the inside of turn 4, and that's Phoenix now going 1-on-1 with Zoom Zoom.
And that was. I'm sorry, she turned around, but she was providing some good O, but unfortunately the jam timed out.
Oh, I was wrong. 3 points going up for Halifax.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, taking advantage of that power jam now.
Did the jammer get locked into the box? I can't really see because all the players are there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a timeout now being called, I believe, by Halifax.
Oh.
33-9 is the current score. And, well, we'll see. Both teams, it's kind of difficult on this first game of the long day.
Yeah.
Black Rose, despite their number 1, ranking coming into this tournament, has kind of, it's just a luck of the draw situation. They've got the first game today, and then they've got the last game as well. So that's a strange
Well, I think
situation to train for.
they've got a lot of time, though, to sit and watch their potential opponents if they haven't played them yet. So I think it would be smart of most, if not all of them, to stick around today and really watch how these other teams play so they're at least somewhat prepared to play anybody.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. They will be taking on the Bay State Brawlers in game number 12 at approximately 7 p.m. And those teams have a history, actually.
Oh, do
Bay
they?
State, yeah. On March 23rd of this year, those teams played, and Bay State took the win, 164-140.
Oh, that was pretty close.
Yeah.
So that could be a potentially very exciting game.
Oh, yeah. And, well,
Ooh.
and potentially the championship could be hanging in the balance.
Yes, because Bay State played so well yesterday, especially Ace of Aches, their jammer.
Yes.
My goodness, just racking up the points.
Yeah, Bay State is playing in Game 8 today, which will be the 1 o'clock game. They'll be taking on HTRD, which, of course, are the Hellions of Troy.
Hellions, yes. And did you notice that I'm wearing Hellions colors for my eyeshadow today?
I didn't
I just
notice
fell
that.
in love with them, and they're so kind. And I just hung out with them a little bit yesterday, and I decided, well, I'm going to wear their colors today. I also like the hot pink, so.
Well, and the Hellions gave Black Rose quite a battle yesterday.
Yes.
As well. Black Rose did pull away at the end. I believe the score of that one was 164 to 117. But that 164 to 117 was the largest point differential in the game. It was much closer most of the way through.
Yes, we had a couple of lead changes that game.
Yep.
Right now, we got Big Papa jamming for Halifax and Olive Havoc for Black Rose.
And one Black Rose blocker in the penalty box. That's number 36, Meany. So it's a slight pack advantage for Halifax.
There goes Olive.
Olive Havoc digging in. Interesting story. One of the founding members of the Black Rose Rollers, actually, Olive Havoc, has been skating for about 6 or 7 years now. But Big Papa does complete the initial pass.
Good awareness on Olive's part. She did realize she went out of bounds and recycled herself. So very good awareness and a good points and call from her.
That's right. 3 go up for Black Rose. The jammer stop was laid down by Captain Bloxy Hart for Anchor City, or the Halifax Harbor Grudges. And next up for the Harbor Grudges is going to be Tank. Tank will be taking on Bacon for Mercy.
Look at this lineup here. Right, wheels against the line.
That's
Haven't
right.
seen this in a while.
Digging in defensively, both teams.
Oh, and there goes Tank with lead jammer status. All right, just absolutely racing around the track.
Oh, yeah, immediately hitting back in. Now into the Black Rose defense, and boy, nice job by Anchor City to hold back Bacon for Mercy, keeping the pack rearward. Oh, look at Tank.
Wow, I think Tank got some kick in the pants motivation when they didn't get lead that one time, and now they're like, I gotta get it.
That's right. That's an 8-point jam for Halifax, courtesy of Tank and Company. So that changes the wrinkles a little bit in the contest.
All right.
36 to 20 now in favor of Black Rose. Black Rose will send blue to the line again, and it is Raging Radish.
Check out her shorts. They've got radishes on them. I almost called her turnip yesterday.
Oh,
and
no.
then someone in the comments was like, but Raging Radish knows how to turn it up or turnip up or something.
Oh.
Something punny.
A cutting the track penalty going on blue.
Power jam for Halifax. That's Raging Radish jamming.
That's right. And here comes the offense for Halifax. Boy, nicely set up defense for Black Rose. They are not going to surrender on this power jam easily. Up at the front, that's Bad Wolf. And look at Susan Sharamdam and Phoenix getting up front as well, Brady.
Yes, and someone was bridging. Red Rum was bridging to keep the pack there, but eventually Radish just kept skating forward, and no pack was called.
Illegal contact going against Susan Sharamdam on that. The power jam is now going to be over, but Raging Radish has points on this pass. Oh, no! Oh, no!
A cut track penalty assessed to Raging Radish now. That was a do-si-do for the power jams.
That's right, a reversal of fortunes for both teams. Now blue on the power jam, still 45 seconds to go in this jam. Neither jammer can stop the action. I think Radish took some points to the penalty box, so those will be added in
All
at the
right.
end of the jam, if nothing else. But now blue is working at the front.
And the Halifax pivot is stuck behind that big Black Rose wall.
Yeah, that was box blocker. They were working over blue for quite some time, allowing Raging Radish to get back into the fray. All right, points going up for blue. Again, I think Raging Radish took some points to the penalty box. Blue able to stay in bounds, Brady. Four more.
On the board. Raging Radish coming up through the front, and I believe she has gotten some points. Julia Cezia says
All four.
on the board.
I
Nice.
think Raging Radish probably passed each of those blockers 3
Already.
or 4 times.
Yeah, right? She's
But
like, gosh, I got to
unfortunately,
do this
yeah,
again.
unfortunately never cleared the pack in order to establish position for another scoring trip. So with that, it's a 20-point game, 15 minutes and 42 seconds to go. It's Big Papa now jamming for Halifax against Bacon for Mercy for Black Rose.
Bacon for Mercy again trying to slide back and forth between lanes 1 and 2, but it is Big Papa out first as lead jammer.
Bacon tries the star pass fake. Phoenix came back for Black Rose, but here's Big Papa on a scoring pass. Forearm penalty going on Phoenix. Bacon is through, but it's a scoring trip now for Halifax.
Oh, and a nice slide to the outside by Big Papa and a call.
She may not have called that off in time, Brady. 4 points go up for Halifax. The
Refson Style says 1. He's
2.
confirming. Oh, 2 with his
yeah.
OPR.
Yep, it's always good to see at this
Absolutely.
level of play that the OPR and the Jam Ref get together
Yes.
to make sure about those types of scoring decisions.
Yes,
Because
and Style is really good about that too. Like he absolutely wants to confirm and make sure he's giving the correct amount of points.
okay. Oh, look at Tank.
Wow! Explosive out of the pack. Tank for his lead jammer.
Yeah, really taking advantage of the short pack of Black Rose. Olive Havoc is through, but Tank on a
Woo!
run.
On a tear.
On a tear.
And calling off.
Hits the hips. 4 points going up for Halifax.
I think that's the first time I haven't seen Olive get lead jammer. Wow.
That is certainly, Olive Havoc is normally a pretty productive lead jammer percentage, but Tank just flew through the pack
Yes.
on that one.
Right up the inside.
Yeah, again, and so quickly actually that Phoenix is now just standing in the penalty box. That
Took less
jam,
than 10 seconds.
yeah, that jam took a very short amount of time. Tank with so much speed. Okay, Zoom now jamming for Halifax.
Zooming through that wall with a little bit of help from Beth from above.
Killjoy held.
And she whips her forward, but a little too much momentum on that. But luckily, the other skater was out of bounds, so she is now your lead jammer.
All
Go
right.
Zoom.
2 leads in a row for Halifax. Killjoy is through now on the initial trip.
Do you think we're going to have a lead change soon?
Always a possibility. Phoenix getting to the front of the pack. Zoom's going to have to call it. Let's see how well Black Rose protected their points. They did extremely
indeed.
well.
All right, no lead change this time around, but I'm feeling it.
No,
It's coming.
it's a scoreless jam there. Yeah, Black Rose really very alert getting to the front
Yes.
of the formation there and not allowing Zoom to get any scoring passes. So, all right.
Gretchen, I was thinking it would be funny to combine some of the jammer names. Like yesterday, B and I were kind of doing it. So, like, this one would be like Big Bacon. Because it's Big Papa and
Yeah.
Bacon for Mercy.
Bacon Papa. Papa, care for some bacon? All right. Well, it's 3-on-3 in the pack right now. We had kind of a mix-up as play got underway before the official whistle had blown. We got, as we said, Big Papa and Bacon for their respective teams.
Big Papa's like so excited to start jamming, just like hopping around on their toes like they
yeah.
were yesterday.
Yeah, looking for that seam in the defense, and nothing doing on the inside. Red Rum holding that down. But Bacon for Mercy not finding much success either against these Halifax Jammers. Now she does, though.
Hank just barely missed that hip check on Bacon. But Bacon is lead jammer.
Yeah, Big Papa through as well. Kind of a non-defined pack right now. Black Rose with 4 blockers on the track. Bacon into the scoring position. 3 points going up. Box blocker able to protect their point, but the rest of the blockers were passed. Of course, one penalty box point going up as I'm waiting for the number there.
Right.
I believe, that's 92. Bloxy Hart currently in the penalty box for Halifax.
I have to make a correction. I said Hank, but that was clearly box blocker. I know they were Hank before, but I got used to calling them that yesterday. But now we have a race.
Oh, it's Olive Havoc versus Tank. Olive.
Oh, wow, what apex up from Tank. Did they get those points? Did they get them? I believe, I don't think so.
Oh, well.
But that was exciting.
If there were such a thing as style points or hustle points,
man.
you know they would get at least 5. But and Olive Havocs did get 2.
Look at this replay here. We've got that race. There's Olive. There's Tank right behind. Olive sweeps to the outside, but Tank jumps over that apex. Beautiful landing. 10 out of 10 would see again.
You know it. Okay, back to live action. We've got Raging Radish for Halifax and Blue for Black Rose. Blue not always a rotation jammer for Black Rose, but a very capable skater.
Yes.
Been involved in roller derby for many years, and actually one of the Chicks and Bowls devotees as well.
Oh,
so
is
excellent.
that so?
Yeah, excellent
I know someone
skate
there.
skills.
I know Smack Mamba from Virginia. She is that area's Chicks and Bowls representative.
All right, and Blue going to call off the jam now as Raging Radish had completed the initial trip. 4 points going up for Black Rose. So Halifax made that push. Now Black Rose pushing back.
There's some Tank fans here on the stream. Tank makes space where there isn't any by flying away. I love it.
Oh, we'd love to see the action here at Coastal Chaos. 2019, 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first period. 55-32 in favor of the Black Rose Rollers.
And Big Papa is lead jammer for Halifax.
Bacon for Mercy with the star for Black Rose, now completing the initial trip. But Big Papa with at least a half a track ahead. Again, Black Rose doing a really good job of getting to the front of the pack, but Big Papa's got the answer. Wow, here comes Bacon. We've got a 4-4 split so far, Brady.
Oh boy, this is exciting. This is a race. Is Big Papa gonna call it, or are they gonna get some points? Oh, and they're gonna call.
Yeah, not a bad idea, actually, as it looked like Bacon for Mercy was just getting stronger as the jam went on.
Yeah, see, it's that I'm going to get you motivation. Oh, for you Tank fans, here's this matchup that we know and love.
That's right. They're ready to go against Olive Havoc. And let's see, 3 in the pack for Halifax, 4 in the pack for Black Rose.
Ooh, Rojo is so excited. Rojo couldn't be here this time around for Halifax, but they are cheering on at home. Hi, Rojo.
Tank thrown to the inside by Susan Sure-Ramdom. Now going to the outside. Olive Havoc lead jammer scoring trip. Bumped hard by box blocker. Tank is through. Olive calls 4-0 Black Rose.
Nice one-legged follow-through by Box there.
Yeah, yeah. That's a box blocker doing a really good job for Halifax, anchoring
Yes.
the defense.
Yes.
And when necessary, they switched to offense, but seemingly more defensive oriented. Of
Right.
course, that's just the way this game. Oh, we have a palindrome score, Brady.
Oh, 6-3-3-6. Palindrome time.
All right.
Put that on your bingo sheets.
It's Sunday morning at Coastal Chaos 2019, a WFTDA sponsored, or not sponsored, but recognized tournament. And I'm sure somebody's got a bingo sheet.
Oh, yeah, they do. We were talking about it yesterday. If announcers say certain things that they get to put a chip on their bingo card. But, the bingo card is incorrect. There was a 5-point thing. I'm like, nope, it's only 4 points. So now we can say 4 on the board because it rhymes.
All right, well, Zoom Zoom is lead jammer for Halifax. Took a while, over 30 seconds to get it. Killjoy still mired in the pack, having a hard time besting the Halifax defense.
It was a nice recovery there by Zoom Zoom, but now they're being recycled back to the back of the pack to try again for some points.
Yeah, I'm sure she already has most of those points. But
Boy,
again,
hard falls on
Black
the
Rose
knees.
doing a good job of getting back to the front of the pack. Killjoy finally getting through now.
Beth from above coming through for some
Yeah.
Beth strong.
All right, this time Zoom Zoom calling off the jam before Killjoy can get in. And yes, all 4 points going up for the Harbor Grudges of Anchor City Roller Derby from Halifax, Nova Scotia. 40 points for them.
Oh, boy.
63 for the Black Rose Rollers.
And, we have plenty of time left in
Oh.
this game, so anything can happen, people. It is, you ready for this? It's anyone's game.
Oh, gosh, Brady. I think I'm going to crawl under the table
Oh,
now.
come on now. All right, we got Big Papa jamming for Halifax and Bacon for Mercy jamming for Black Rose.
Yeah, Black
Oh.
Rose with that 4-3 pack advantage, but look at box blocker.
Yes, eyes on that jammer constantly. They are very, very perceptive.
Yep, and so no. Oh, here comes Bad Wolf for Black Rose, trying to
with
break
the
open
assist.
some offense, but Big Papa's lead jammer. This
Oh,
Papa
the pack is on the run. The pack is on the run.
and both jammers expended a lot of energy to get where they are, and Big Papa going to shut it down. Again, probably not a bad
Yes.
decision.
I would agree with that decision.
Yep, because in Halifax's situation, the last thing you want to do is give up points.
Right.
Okay, so looking over at the penalty box, we've got a Black Rose blocker in there. It's Phoenix, so 4 blockers, 4-3 pack advantage for Halifax.
Oh, well, this is a different matchup now. Tank is going up against Blue.
That's right.
2 very different styles of jamming here with these two. But
And-
ooh, lots of tumbling up at the front. But Tank sees a move on the inside and just jukes their way into
Yeah.
lead jammer status.
I think Susan Sherramdam had the inside covered, but once again, Tank was just able to Gumby around the inside. All right, the pack is a little bit destroyed right now, and Tank takes advantage, hits the hips. 4 points awarded.
Very nice.
All right. That is, well, let's
One
wait
of the refs
now.
looks like they are
Yeah, there's
talking to.
Oh, there's a track cut
Someone about a
penalty that's
penalty.
being assessed to Tank at the
Oh.
end of the jam.
Darn it.
Will the points stay up?
Oh,
we will
but-
find out.
Look who gets to power start.
Well, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Olive.
Olive
Mary's
Havoc.
like, no. I hear you, Mary.
Olive Havoc, a great option to have, and especially right now, a depleted pack. The entire penalty box
Oh,
on
my
the
goodness.
on the Halifax side is occupied.
What just happened?
Occupado. 1 point was removed. So Tank got 3 before being assessed the cut track penalty at the end of the jam. Of course, the jam was called, so 1 point removed. So 63-43, 20-point spread right now.
It's actually the first time I've seen that happen, a point being removed after the fact.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's 4-2 in the pack now when we resume play. Official timeout in place as our intrepid track ninjas from Rock Coast Rollers take care of a little bit of track maintenance. One of the track ninjas, Brady, I don't know if you remember the early days of the Rock Coast Rollers, but Miss Microburst was she's out there doing a little work on the pivot line.
I see.
And she was as electrifying a jammer as Tank or Olive Havoc.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool when you
Yes.
get jammers like that.
So cool to watch. All right, here we go. Olive Havoc on the power jam. 4-2 pack advantage. Quick work, lead jam, Black Rose.
And she's still hustling despite not having very many Halifax players out there to go up against.
Well,
but
Olive only has 2 gears, fast and hyperspeed.
Yeah.
So now able to get around box blocker, 4 points awarded. Here come some reserves for Halifax now. This next scoring
they're
trip.
all back in.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
This next scoring
Exciting.
trip's not going to be as easy.
No.
Tank back now. Olive Havoc able to
Tank-
stay inside.
Oh, wow. Just too many edges there to deal with. Tank, though, coming back quickly and out for the initial.
Okay, 4 more going up for Olive Havoc. She has 8 now. Tank stalking in the back portion, and Olive Havoc looks back, calls. Tank
Ooh.
hits. 1 point for Tank,
Oh,
but
nice
2
job,
more.
Tank.
There's that speed and awareness. I mean, you've
Yes.
got 2 of the premier jammers here this weekend, and Olive Havoc thought that she had, the time right to call off Tank with so much speed, able to steal a point.
Right. I was actually talking to Tank yesterday, and I asked them, I was like, how in the world do you get so flippin' fast? And they're just like casually like, I work out a lot.
Well, it
like,
shows.
well, it shows.
Okay, we got Raging Radish jamming for Halifax, but lead jammer is
Bacon for Mercy.
Yeah, Bacon for Mercy for Black Rose. I think we're back to 4-on-4 roller derby. Bacon into the pack for points, and Black Rose going to run it. Raging Radish now on a scoring trip, tangling with Mason Yaface. And here comes Beth from above trying to run some offensive interference. Rollback in progress by Susan Sher-Ramdam.
Beth is, again, super strong. I saw someone hit her like pretty much full on yesterday, and she did not budge.
Yeah. Lavender Menace with a huge hit on Bacon for Mercy.
Saw that.
We're rolling down to under 1 minute to go in period number 1. It's a 30-point lead for Black Rose right now. 33-point lead, 77-44. Red Rum called off on a forearm, I
Or that's
believe.
Payne.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Payne.
Delirious Pain called off on a forearm. Oh my.
It's never fun when you hear the crash and tumble on that concrete.
No, that concrete is hard and it is cold, and Raging Radish just keeps on finding
Very nice.
blockers in front of her for Black Rose, but she does get 4. All right, Bacon now going to call off the jam, 3 additional points. So a long jam, a hard-fought jam,
Yes.
but a 7-4 jam.
I don't know why, but that felt like a very long jam. Did we go the full 2 on that?
Almost. Black Rose chose to run it. Bacon was lead jammer, but the clock is going to roll down to intermission. That's what we have, folks.
All right.
80-48 in favor of the Black Rose Rollers from Hanover, Pennsylvania. Currently enjoying the lead over the Halifax Harbor Grudges from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Thanks for watching Coastal Chaos 2019, a WFTDA recognized tournament brought to you by the Rock Coast Rollers and New England Roller Derby Report. We'll be back with the second period in about 14 minutes. Good morning again, roller derby fans. You're watching Coastal Chaos 2019, a WFTDA recognized tournament live from the Mid-Coast Recreation Center in Rockport, Maine, USA. I'm Gretchen Little. Joining me is Brady Punch. Brady, we got a fun game going on here.
Yes, we do. I am excited because I'm hoping that Halifax will see this point spread and be like, nope, we're going to close that right up.
They've shown the potential, no doubt about it. And, this is what do we got now? It's 80 for the Black Rose Rollers of Hanover, Pennsylvania versus 48 for the Halifax Harbor Grudges of Halifax, Nova Scotia, Connecticut, Canada. I don't know why I said that. Sorry, folks. But, yeah, and, both teams just showing maximum effort and a lot of smart, aggressive gameplay.
I was kind of giggling to myself because you said maximum effort, and that's a Deadpool reference.
Well,
Any Deadpool fans on the stream? Maximum effort.
Okay, well, the best things I say, I don't mean to.
It's okay, Gretchen. We love you.
Okay, well, we've got two thrilling jammers on the line. Tank for Halifax and Olive Havoc for Black Rose. Both teams with one blocker in the penalty box. Start period number 2.
And again, wheels on the line for these two. I think they figured that worked last time.
Well, when you got Tank and Olive Havoc, you really don't want to give either of those skaters much of a running start.
No, you don't, because just like Tank just did, they made space, they cleared the air, and boom, there they go.
Olive Havoc's been called for a
Oh,
foul.
power jam.
Yeah, power jam to start the second period in favor of Halifax. Halifax in the blue, Black Rose Rollers in the white jerseys. Nice.
Very quick recovery and recycle by Tank. My goodness.
Yeah, another blocker going to the penalty box for Halifax. Redrum with a nudge out on Tank. Now Redrum face to face with Tank, and boy, that is a difficult assignment right there.
It is. Tank getting recycled again. I believe that was Meanie knocking her out, them out. I'm sorry.
Redrum on the inside line. Now Susan Sher-Ramdam anchoring the defense, but Bad Wolf for Hanover with the rollback on Tank. The power jam is over. Olive Havoc still needing to complete the initial trip.
That was a very hard hit by Delirious Pain there on Tank.
All right, and Tank's going to call off the jam again, probably getting all 4 points. But as we said, Black Rose making the jammers really earn those points. They may get past, but they're going to get up to the front of the pack again and make you pass them again.
You know what I love about this is that as soon as that whistle blows, they're congratulating everybody, not just their own teammates. They're high-fiving each other like, man, that was a really good hold you had on me, or man, you knocked me out hard that time.
Yeah, they really appreciate high-level gameplay, and that's what we have in this game right now. Bacon for Mercy jamming for Black Rose. Big Papa with the star for Halifax. Mason Yaface called off on a penalty. That evens the score in the pack. Here we go, Big Papa, lead jammer.
All right. Bacon just out of the pack now. There's about a track and a half between them, actually a full track now.
Okay, 3-2 pack advantage now in favor of Halifax.
Ooh.
Big Papa
Very nice
nailing
maneuver.
the turnaround. Wasn't that something, Brady?
Yes, that kind of reminded me of a Lady Trample moment where she kind of moves around people's, just gently, ever so gently moves around people's hips, and just, it's so graceful looking.
The arabesque.
Yes.
4 going up for Halifax. Halifax now on 56. Black Rose still on 80. Blue to the line for Black Rose.
Raging Radish
yeah,
for
Raging
Halifax.
Radish.
And there she goes, right up the inside line.
Yeah,
pushing that pack forward.
It's a 4-2 pack advantage in favor of Halifax, and Beth from above is playing offense.
She is amazing at being aware of her jammer and knowing when she needs help. She is always right there for her jammer.
Blue taken down, but coming through. How about that?
Oh, wow, a surprise. I didn't even see her come up through the inside.
4-2 pack advantage at one point for Halifax, but Blue was able to weather the storm and come out with lead jammer. Yabba Dabba Doom takes her down, though, on the inside. Raging Radish now just in a difficult situation.
Ooh.
Black Rose really closes the gaps very quick and urgent gameplay.
I saw that, and Raging Radish saw the opportunity to dip to the back and come to the inside, but they were right there waiting for her.
Yeah, and that's kind of what's going on with the Halifax tripod in the black now, in the back of the pack. Blue is on a scoring trip, but now nudged inside by Beth from above. Finally clearing, 4 points going up for Blue. It's 84-56 right now. Raging Radish still working on the initial trip.
Yes, I mean, how many times has she passed the hips of these girls?
That's right.
I am not sure, but I think she's got at least a couple points.
Oh, Blue sees daylight on the outside of turn 4, picks up 4. And 8-0
Radish
now.
with the star off.
Yeah, but in the rearward portion of the pack is the pivot.
Which I don't know if she
That's
knows that
Yabba
yet.
Dabba Doom, yeah. Yeah, Yabba Dabba Doom is focusing on defense, so was not in a position to pick up the star.
Okay.
That was an 8-0 jam in favor of Black Rose.
I think because Radish took the panty off, she's no longer allowed to gain points. Is that correct?
Well, she was still working on the initial pass.
Oh, she was.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Or initial trip if you want to be hyper-technical.
Oh, okay.
Now, which
Is that
I'm trying to be.
Is that the WFTDA official way to say it?
It's really just logic because
okay.
the rules differentiate between trips and passes.
Oh.
And a pass occurs within the pack, whereas a trip occurs around the track.
Around the track. Okay,
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Duly noted. And now you have taught the teacher something.
Okay, well, completing the initial trip, but not lead jammer, is Tank. Olive Havoc was awarded lead jammer, did pick up 4 points, called off the jam.
Check out that replay. That was a Big Papa earlier. But that nice Lady Trample-esque maneuver.
Very nice indeed. Thank you, Chad. Yeah, New England Roller Derby Report bringing this beautiful coverage here from a beautiful location, actually, the Midcoast Recreation Center in Rockport, Maine. This event hosted by the Rock Coast Rollers, who have been nothing but phenomenal hosts.
Yes, and it's their 5th year doing this, right?
Yeah. Bacon for Mercy jamming for Black Rose. Big Papa for Halifax. Boy, this pack is spread out.
Gotta love a big bacon matchup.
And, wow, Bad Wolf just going one-on-one against Big Papa, and then Susan sure rammed him getting into the action.
But Bacon for Mercy is your lead jammer for this jam.
Oh,
Ooh.
big hit dealt out by Phoenix there for Black Rose on Big Papa.
Big Papa staying in on the outside, though, doing some fancy twists and turns, and now just completed her initial.
Yep. Bacon for Mercy on the scoring trip, calls off the jam, and all 4 points going up. So Black Rose pulling away a little bit now, a 40-point differential. We've got Zoom Zoom on the line for Halifax, and Killjoy with the star for Black Rose.
Shout out to VR for Flyer. That's the first time watching the stream. Hello and welcome.
How you doing, VR? Glad to have you here. Any questions, type them out, and Brady will be happy to chat with you.
I will indeed. I am a teacher, so any kind of teachable moments, I am all for it.
All right, Killjoy taking advantage of a brief disruption in the pack. Lead jammer for Black Rose. still caught inside is Zoom Zoom. And Mason Euface was trying to get to the front of the pack.
Looks like she spun out a little bit,
Yes,
though.
well, with the help of Box Blocker.
Ah.
Box Blocker saw that coming,
Oh,
and they didn't.
wow. That was speaking of Box Blocker, they did just a textbook hip check to the inside on Killjoy just there.
Yeah, okay, that is the initial trip finally completed for Zoom Zoom. Killjoy is going to call off the jam. Meanwhile, both teams lose a blocker to the penalty box right at the end of the jam.
Yep. So Halifax will be starting without a pivot, and Black Rose without one of their blockers.
Well, normally not having a pivot could be a problem,
It could
but
indeed.
look who's stepping up to the jam line for Halifax.
Tank, and I don't think I have ever seen Tank try to pass the star. I don't know. I could be wrong,
It
but
might not be in their DNA.
yeah.
I don't know.
I think they're pretty capable.
Oh, here goes.
And there goes Olive.
Yeah, Olive is through. Tank is got one more to beat.
Oh, that was a low block if I ever saw one.
Whoa.
Wow. But I guess not.
Tank is through now, and Olive Havoc has been called off the track. So we have a power jam going for Halifax. However,
help Tank out. Help Tank out.
It's going to be a 2-minute jam. And again, big hit right at the end. Bad Wolf protecting that outside line.
Nice evasive maneuver by that ref over there.
Yeah. All right, the power jam is over. Penalty was pretty effectively killed by the Black Rose Rollers.
Yeah.
Olive Havoc back on the track. Still a minute to go in the jam, Brady.
Oh, man. And I think, since she's going to be running the whole time, Olive's just going to give it her all and get as many points as possible.
That's right. Both jammers in scoring position. Olive Havoc just tightrope on the outside. That strength does not come easily.
She's got 4 more on the board for Black Rose.
Yep. And again, Tank has probably passed all of these Black Rose blockers several times, but she won't get awarded the points until she clears the pack.
That's right.
4 more going up for Olive Havoc now. And Black Rose really, it's a team game, and they are showing a coordinated defensive effort.
They are indeed. I mean, they are just this is the most I've seen Tank get held back, I think, this game. I mean, this is consistent defense by Black Rose.
It really is. Oh, Olive Havoc can't quite stay in. Was trying and looked. There you go. She looked over.
She has a smile on her face, though.
Yeah, she looked over at the scoreboard to see that there wasn't any more time in the jam. So she's sort of like, okay, all right, I'm not going to get up. You know darn well, if there had been time on the clock, she would have bounced right back up and gotten right back into the game.
Right.
14-4 on the jam.
We've got Big Papa on the line for Halifax. I love watching Big Papa jam. They have such a good attitude around the track, and just you can tell that she enjoys jamming.
That's right. That's right. Bacon for Mercy will be jamming for Black Rose, and it will be a 4-3 pack advantage. We have an official timeout right now. 18 minutes and 31 seconds to go in this first game.
Oh, Mary, did I mess
day.
up? Did I say she? I thought I was doing pretty good with the pronouns. Did I accidentally misgender someone? I'm so sorry. I apologize, Mary, if I did do that.
Well,
it happens, and I do apologize.
That's you're doing your best, Brady, and that's well noted. The Women's Flat Track Derby Association is the international governing body of roller derby. Find out more about how to play, where to play, and about our over 470 member leagues at wftda.com/new. We're back to the action now. Bacon for Mercy sees daylight on the outside straightaway. Lead jammer for Black Rose. Big Papa Big Papa's called for a low block. And so she will have to sit down. It is a power jam for Black Rose. Now we're going to see how coordinated the defensive formation for Halifax can be. in this situation. Oh, Big Papa's released from the penalty box.
Okay. I was going to say that was rather short.
Well, I think there was confusion on the low block call. Susan Sher-Ramdam was assessed the penalty for Black Rose, and I think Big Papa may have mistakenly thought that the penalty was going on her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
Bacon
what
now
happened.
calls off the jam.
Okay.
3 more going up for Black Rose, and Black Rose now extending the lead. This has kind of been the modus operandi of Black Rose so far here at Coastal Chaos 2019, where in the early going it's back and forth a little bit, and then they sort of shift into another gear or find additional energy. We'll see whether that continues or not. Raging Radish with the star for Halifax, and blue for Black Rose.
Ooh, Raging Radish again. She has a good ability to push the pack forward to try to force that no pack, but it is blue again who prevails and is your lead jammer.
Yeah, blue really bringing a spark to Black Rose,
right?
That they needed for this tournament. It's again. She actually took a little time off from Derby. Was inactive last year. Big bump out by Mason Yaface there on Raging Radish. And chose to come back, as so many of us do.
Yes. We can never truly leave Derby, I think.
Okay, blue bumped to the outside by Pillow Fight. And Yabba Dabba Doom now. Pillow Fight and Death from Above setting up a triangle formation. Blue content to just push for right now, as Raging Radish has still not completed that initial trip.
Wow. That's another thing is Radish fights hard and does not give up. I haven't seen Radish, down on herself or, really giving up at all. She is still fighting and fighting and fighting.
Okay, the no pack goes up, but immediately
Someone
reforms. Bridges. Yeah, well done. It's funny, really, at the higher levels of play, you don't see that many, reformation penalties, failure to reform and
stuff.
Right,
because people tend to be a little more pack aware when we're playing at these higher levels. But look at that penalty box. We're starting with a even number of players out on the track because 2 blockers from Halifax and 2
well,
could be eating my words right now because Red Rum just went back on the track. Okay.
Red Rum says, "Can I play?"
Pretty please.
So it'll be a 3-2 pack advantage in favor of Black Rose in one of the most scintillating jammer matchups. Olive
dipped it to the outside. There she go. That was very entertaining to watch. And Tank with a little hop, skip, and a jump over the apex coming around after their initial.
Yeah, another blocker penalty issued to Halifax, and Olive's going to call the jam with four.
Oh,
she
4 and then
quick.
Right, because I learned recently that refs will show like the amount of points they just got, and then if they make it a certain distance around the track, they have officially started their next trip.
Thank you. Absolutely.
There we go. Look
Absolutely,
at,
Brady.
I'm showing what I learned.
I actually, that's. I think, we use these terms interchangeably, and there's certainly nothing wrong with calling it an initial pass in the vernacular, so to speak. But if you're speaking in the context of the rules,
right?
Referring to it as a trip is more, is more clear.
And Tank is jamming for the second time.
Yeah, second time in a row. No points, but not for lack of effort.
Right.
Bacon for Mercy did put up 4 for Black Rose. So Black Rose inexorably pulling away, it would seem right now, pumping their lead up to 76.
I like that Jim on the comments here. Call it a bean dip. Olive did.
A tapenade.
Because of those bean suppas they have.
Ah, okay.
I guess.
Well,
Is that it, Jim?
well, if you've got
Not
olives and you're making a dip, it would be a
Oh.
tapenade.
Oh.
So maybe that's what we should call it.
Yes.
All right, Big Papa with the start.
All
Lead jammer
right.
Halifax. Halifax will not go quietly. Roller derby fans, it's Killjoy with the star for Black Rose. Popped inside by box blocker. Now Mason, you face.
Recycling Big
yeah.
Papa very far back from the pack, but Big Papa says, no big deal.
That's right. Big Papa looking outside. And boy, Mason Your Face is doing a really good job of tracking the jammer on this defensive shot for Black Rose. Killjoy still on the initial trip, though, and being handled by box blocker. And
Ooh, almost ran into box blocker there, but luckily by just sheer luck, box blocker kind of pirouetted around and didn't knock over their own player.
Okay, I like what Halifax is doing right now. They're going to go ahead and run this jam. They are down in the game and going to try to get a couple more. One go up for Big Papa, two for Killjoy. You got to give Killjoy a lot of credit.
Yeah.
She was blanked out for that jam for the majority of the time, but she did get through for two for Black Rose. Still a 5-2 jam in favor of Halifax.
Chad. Beanicus Dipicus. All right, we got a new matchup here. We've got Zoom Zoom for Halifax and Olive Havoc for Black Rose. Let's see what happens. And there she goes again.
Yeah, well, Black Rose just pinching the pack inside, and Halifax taking advantage of that outside lane that their movement creates. There's the tapenade.
Yes, we have to call it that now.
All
I'm going
right.
to tell Olive you said that.
I'll tell. Yeah, absolutely. All right, now Zoom Zoom does get through on the initial. So Olive looking outside, knocked to the outside by Beth from above. Will call the jam. No points awarded, so Beth did a really good job protecting her point on that second scoring trip. 4-0 for Black Rose.
Next up, we have Tank for Halifax and Bacon for Mercy for Black Rose.
I like what Halifax is doing here. They're, recognizing that, while running Tank against Olive Havoc makes a certain amount of sense, by the same token, maybe you get more point production out of Tank putting her against somebody or putting them against somebody else.
Yes, and there you go. That is the point, the proof in the pudding.
Yep.
If we're going with, food puns here with the olives and stuff. Tank again, making some space and flying through the air.
All right.
4 more on the
4
board for Tank.
points for Tank, dodging outside now.
My gosh, Mace almost did a split there. Youch.
Well, and now because of the score differential, beautiful jump.
Oh, nice backwards hit pass there, but a low buck penalty for Tank.
Oh, that was a dagger in the heart of Halifax
that was
fans
still cool,
right there.
though.
It was a beautiful athletic move. Tank getting all of the effort on that play. But Power Jam continues, and the thing that's interesting about this gameplay, Brady, is that it's so action-packed that you don't realize that the jams aren't lasting that long. So now that we're in a 2-minute jam, it seems like it's going forever.
Yes, and that's exactly why I feel like, wow, they're still jamming. Tank is still jamming.
That's right. They're back on the track, quickly through the pack.
All
4 more going up.
That looked super easy.
Yeah, Bacon for Mercy being handled by box blocker. Tank looking for more. Bumped outside, coming back in. Oh, this time they're
recycled
knocked out.
by Red Rum.
Yeah.
All
of a sudden, the defenders for both teams really locking down. 8 seconds to go on the jam.
Red Rum again. Sorry, I had to say it like the movie.
Okay, here comes Tank at the end of the jam. 3 more for Halifax, 4 more for Black Rose. So Halifax wins the jam.
very
70
good effort
Yeah.
on Tank's part.
11-8 in favor of Halifax on that jam. We're under 10 minutes to go in this first game. Big Papa to the line for Halifax, and blue again for Black Rose. 4-on-4 in the pack.
Gotta tell you, every time Blue jams, I get that Leanne Rimes song stuck in my head. Blue.
Okay, pushing the front of the pack is Big Papa, but Big Papa, oh my.
Blue again with lead jammer. You know, has Blue gotten 100% lead this game?
Pretty darn close.
Yeah. Can't confirm, but has felt like Blue has been in control of most of the jams that she has been in.
That is correct. Now Big Papa pushing the front of the pack. Blue on a scoring trip. And
Right
oh
up the inside.
dear, illegal
Big Papa
contact.
and Beth from above. And is that
I believe
pillow
it's pillow
fight?
fight, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so just two Halifax blockers on the track right
Sad
now.
trombone. Womp, womp, womp.
And
Oh,
Blue knocked
and they're
inside
stuck.
will call off the jam. And here
Man.
comes the Terminator, Olive Havoc, for Black Rose, or in the name of Olive Havoc. Nice option to have when you have one of these 4-on-2 situations. It's a power jam start. 6:35 to go in this game. It's a double-up situation, 78 for Halifax, 156
But
for
you know,
Black
box
Rose.
blocker is there, so I have a feeling that, box blocker's not going to let Olive go easily, but kind of has to because of pack
Yeah.
definition.
That's right. Okay, so Olive is lead jammer. Everybody's standing up in the penalty box now for Halifax. So the first one to come in is going to be Bloxy Hart. Olive Havoc on a scoring trip, able to stay in bounds. Okay.
Oh, a penalty on box blocker.
Big Papa back on the track. The power jam is over. 4 already for Black Rose.
Hearing another whistle, and I see a Black Rose skater go into the box. That is Zool.
Boy, right there, Olive Havoc chose right and just split the defenders. They had a little bit of space between them. Now completing the initial trip is
Big
Papa.
Got one last hard hit from Mason Yaface before she was able to complete her initial there, and she kind of shook her head like, oh, man, come on.
Okay, Black Rose going to run the jam now. Big Papa on a scoring trip, but Olive Havoc looking for more. Oh, my gosh. She was able to grab hold, I believe it was a Bad Wolf's jersey.
Nice
we're
shirt
looking,
whip.
Yeah, we're looking at the largest
Ooh.
jam of the game
Something
now.
happened there. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Big Papa and I believe it's Bad Wolf
Yes.
tumbling on the outside straightaway.
But nothing called there. It was just, I guess, momentum toppling them over.
Yep. And a look at Black Rose just continuing to reform at the front of the pack.
Olive looks just calm, cool, and relaxed. She's like, I got this.
Yeah.
Reset.
Yeah, I mean, she is lead, but it makes a certain amount of sense at this point for Black Rose to simply run jams to finish off the game. 4 do go up for Big Papa, but 4 more for Olive Havoc. That's a 20-point jam. I'm almost positive the highest scoring jam of the game.
Yeah. I noticed that Box was skating off, but then coach was like, nah, go back in there, and they happily jumped right back on the track. Love that attitude. We've got
That's
Tank
right.
for Halifax, and we've got Bacon for Mercy for Black Rose.
That's right. Both.
Bacon Tank.
Both.
Tank of bacon.
Oh,
oh,
my.
awkward.
Yeah, that was an uncomfortable situation, and the low block calls going on Bacon for Mercy.
Power
Lead
jam for Tank. Oh, they are happy about that.
Yeah, and if anybody can score a lot of points in a short period of time, it is Tank. Yeah. Okay, Tank making a miss.
Very nice 4 for Tank.
Okay, and they're coming around very quickly. 4 more. 2 penalty box occupants for Black Rose. One is the jammer, the other is Susan Sher-Ramdam.
Ooh, very nice kind of momentum hit. Red Rum was going for the hit, but then I believe Meany kind of helped her out there and got Tank out.
Okay, 4 more for Halifax. Halifax now with 86. A legitimate
89.
goal. 89, that's correct. I would say a legitimate goal for Halifax right now is to get to 100
Yes.
and to keep Black Rose.
Very nice dance moves out there on the outside, Tank. Oh, and little bump there, but Red Rum says, oops, sorry.
Okay, an 11-1 jam in favor of Halifax, so they're up to 93.
All right, I
Yeah.
think this breaking 100 is going to happen soon.
Well, as I was saying, I think a legitimate goal at this point in the game is for them to break 100 and to definitely hold Black Rose under 200. If they can do that with the current game situation, they've got to take that away as a positive.
Yes. Current score now, Black Rose Rollers 177, Halifax Harbor Grudges 93. We do have a timeout for Black Rose.
Well, Black Rose, let's see, this is their first timeout. They, might as well right now make sure that they hold it together. In the situation that this tournament is, I think it's extremely important for them to preserve as high a point differential as they can. What do you got for us, Brady?
So we just wanted to take this time to thank Sociopath again. They have some amazing merch on their website. They offer custom sewn to order leg wear for teams and just individuals. So you don't have to be on a team. So maybe me as a ref, I could get some stuff from there.
Okay.
And Beth right here is modeling them for us now. I'm sticking my hand down this
Lady
pocket.
Lana
It's amazing.
is rocking the Sociopath gear. I
Yes.
love it.
So they make armbands and helmet covers too, for scrimmage and for competition. And if you would like a discount on shipping, just spend over $45 Canadian and enter the code NERD for free shipping until May 3rd.
All right. Well, that is interesting information, and I'm hopeful that everyone is ready to take advantage of that deal. Absolutely, because $45 Canadian buys you a lot of stuff if you're in USA.
Speaking of Canadians, there goes Big Papa.
Yeah, Big Papa is lead jammer now. Killjoy with the star for Black Rose.
Ooh, the pack is rolling around the track. My goodness, it's a chase. Go, go, go. Skate, skate, skate.
Big Papa now bumped out. Well,
oh, but then it looks like the pivot was bumped out as well, so she gets to go.
That's right. Mason Euface thought that she had the angle on Big Papa, but Big Papa said no and prevailed for 4 points. All right, Killjoy being tangled with up front. And
who is that? Is that Block and Decker?
It's Needy Gonsalves anchoring that defensive
Very nice
formation.
Job, Needy.
Yeah, 4 more going up for Halifax. They have achieved that goal we were talking about.
Of breaking 100.
Yep, they're over 100, and Big Papa's not satisfied.
All right, another skate around, like sweep around move there by Big Papa. That seems to be her signature.
It is 4 more, so finishing strong now.
Yes.
4 do go up for Killjoy. We're under a minute to go, and this pack speed is just high intensity.
I saw Killjoy get out of the pack, but then it looked like the pack was chasing her.
I'm not sure which is which at this point. Yeah.
Well, that was a very exciting jam. I enjoyed that a lot.
It certainly was. 12-4 in favor of Halifax. We're getting down to this. Could most likely be the final jam of the game. We got 25 seconds currently on the period clock, and doesn't appear anybody's going to want to stop it. Here we go. Tank versus Olive Havoc one more time,
with
Brady.
A tank of olives. Nice. And we've got, of course, wheels on the line for these two because nobody wants them getting any kind of momentum. And there goes Olive. This team has consistently provided Olive that same outside space.
That is correct. The period clock has expired. Olive Havoc's not going to take any chances. Calls off the jam.
Oh, and they high five. I love it.
A nod of appreciation from fierce competitors. Tank and Olive Havoc. Black Rose Rollers taking the win. Currently a 181-105 score. We'll know in a minute whether that is the official score, Brady.
Yes.
Any thoughts?
Man, I mean, just the fact that I enjoy watching Derby so much, and teams like this are what I'm talking about when I say I enjoy Derby.
Yeah.
Like this type
Yeah.
of fast-paced, exciting, switch up the jam rotations type of game. I don't always like seeing the same rotations go up. I'm like, oh, well, here's what's
Yeah.
going to happen again. But, I really like that they switched up Tank a lot on Halifax, and I think it did play to Halifax's advantage.
I think it did. It was, there was a precarious point in the second period there where it appeared as though Black Rose could take, complete control of the gameplay, and Halifax said no. We're not gonna lie down. You may get more points than we do, but you're gonna earn them, and we're gonna get our points too.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they did. And it's very refreshing to see that. We're going to have MVB and MVJs awarded to both teams. All right, that is 181-105, the final score of the game. Wow. What a great start to Sunday here at Coastal Chaos
You
2019.
did the thing. You did the thing. Kate reconciled. The final score is Black Rose 181 and Halifax 105.
Okay, and coming up next, this is going to be a good one. The Fog City Rollers are going to be taking on, excuse me, I was looking at the wrong sheet. All right, it's going to be the Hellions of Troy playing the Bay State Brawlers.
Oh, that's
next.
going to be a good
Yeah.
one.
Well,
I can't wait, but I'm going to have to.
Let's tell you a little bit. In this bracket now, Black Rose is the first team to win 2. All right? They beat the Hellions of Troy by approximately 60. The Bay State Brawlers have also won, and so they are looking for a win. They beat beat Halifax by essentially the same margin.
And then they
202 to 133.
And then Granite State yesterday, Granite State was down many players, but they put forth so much effort on that team. It was incredible to watch.
All of the teams here are really going all out, and it's great to see. Okay, so the Hellions are going to take on the Bay State Brawlers next. If Bay State can win, it'll set up a matchup of undefeateds in the final game of the tournament.
That would be easy to understand.
All right, yeah. Well, hey, thanks for watching Coastal Chaos 2019, a WFTDA recognized tournament brought to you by the Rock Coast Rollers and New England Roller Derby Report.